Hey guys, EdogPlays here, bringing you guys another video. Today is going to be Top Titans 2 part 372. I hope you all are having an absolutely fabulous day. Today is going to be the end tournament, I guess, the end of the Abyssal tournament. It's not quite over yet, but I'm done playing and I'm pretty happy with my rank. So we'll get into that in a second here. Hopefully we can push a little bit more because I am close to another rank up. So hopefully we can go and get that in just a minute here. But let's go through our dailies quick and then we can hop over and show you guys the Abyssal tournament, because I feel like I've actually done quite well in this Abyssal tournament considering the amount of time that I've put in. But first off, we got a pet level on the right. We also have our daily rewards, which is going to be 10 crafting shards today plus 25 firestones, now putting us at 4140 in terms of firestones. So if you guys saw yesterday's video, we did actually end up duplicating our tournament rewards, but since then, like I said at the beginning of yesterday's video, I restarted the game and everything was taken away. So I don't have any diamonds, I don't have any firestones, all of that stuff was taken away, because as you guys remember in yesterday's video, I was at like 7,300 diamonds or something like that. So all of the diamonds have yet been, they've been taken away, and I contacted support and they said that this is a very rare bug that does happen, and some of you guys even commented on yesterday's video saying this has happened to you as well. So I guess it wasn't as weird as I guess I thought, but I'm just glad that it isn't, pardon me, people don't get to keep these rewards or anything like that. That was something that I was worried about, because I mean, if there is a way to go ahead and duplicate it or, replicate this bug and they do keep the rewards, that obviously can break a lot of things. So I'm glad it's not a big issue or a big concern. It's just kind of like a visual bug essentially, because you don't get to keep anything. So let's take a look at the daily achievements. We got quite a few things to do here. We're going to go and do a prestige here. I know we're not quite at our max stage. We're actually quite far away. So I'll leave that one for last, but we've got to upgrade an artifact. If we take a look, Book of Shadows is sitting at 37%. I just want to keep it, you know what, we're gonna do a prestige right now. I think actually my goal is to keep it below 40%. That is my goal. I don't really want to go above that. I don't really know what the sweet spot is, but we have done we have joined a few of them below 40%. They've went quite well, but I don't really know exactly where that sweet spot in terms of percentage is. I'm just gonna assume the lower the better. So really, the earlier we prestige, the better off we are, because we're at 37% Book of Shadows. We're still at 37%. So the closer you get to your max stage, obviously the more amount of relics you're going to get, and that is going to increase your Book of Shadows percentage more. But I do want to go and try this out, trying to keep my Book of Shadows as low as possible, and continue to try this out, because I went from having such packed tournaments just a couple weeks ago, getting 8, 9, I even had 10 people. I came 10th place probably about a month ago. So I'm really looking forward to, really excited that now I can once again get these smaller tournaments. The last tournament was a duo. I think we've had a couple 3s, 4s. We've been getting really small tournaments compared to what we were previously getting, and I don't think it has anything to do with my max stage, because really I haven't went up that much in the last month to really warrant getting a quarter of the size or the quarter of the amount of people that I was normally getting in my tournaments now. It doesn't really make sense. But in terms of the rest of the rewards here, we need to collect equipment pieces, so we can go and do that. But there we go, all 4 of them here, and we can go and sell. And now the last thing is obviously pet levels, but let's go ahead and collect all of our firestones and tickets and diamonds while we wait to get the pet levels. If we take a look at the pet quest, we can actually go and collect these. So maybe we can get a couple of pet levels here, but I think we're only getting 1 from this. So unfortunately, oh, daily achievement complete. We actually did end up getting 2. That's perfect. So we got all 60 firestones, 30 diamonds, and 6 raid tickets, which is phenomenal. Perfect. I do want to go and hop over to the Abyssal tournament, like I said, soon, but let's go and take a look at the raid shop first. So we can go and take a look here, and we're actually getting some pretty good stuff. We have Purifying Blast, and we did just, you guys saw here, we do have a Victory Marcher upgrade available, but so I won't be buying the 48 Victory Marches in the shop. Otherwise, I probably would have. But I do want to go and talk about a couple things here. I haven't read the patch notes completely yet, but from the new kind of patch notes that came out, they are releasing the tier 4 raids, which my clan isn't quite at the moment. We're at tier 3. I think our highest is a 46. If we go and take a look here, info, and we go to clan info, tier 3 zone 47 is started. It's our highest at the moment. So we're not quite at the tier 4 raids yet, but once we get to the tier 4 raids, that unlocks a 4th deck. That is right, you guys. So when you go in, or sorry, your 5th deck, when you guys go and do your raid attacks right now, you have 4 decks you can go and do per cycle. Now in tier 4 raids, you'll have to do 5, or you can do 5 attacks in 1 cycle. So we're gonna have to go and make a 5th deck. I have no clue what I'm gonna be doing. but part of me wants to go ahead and save some dust, not I guess specifically for this, but we are going to need a 5th deck here soon. So we have a Thriving Plague, we have a Victory March, we have a Totem, and we have a Void deck. Someone was actually asking in the comments the other day to show my decks a little bit more. So right now we have a Void deck. So this is a Fusion Bomb and Void, and Swarm. This is mainly used when, or this is used when you have the least amount of armor on the Titan possible. So for example, on LoJack, you would ideally like to get all 7 parts without armor. Obviously for ones like Taro and, you know, Juck and stuff like that, where you ignore a part, you would do it as soon as you have 1 armor piece left. Totem, you can do literally anywhere you just want to attack one specific spot. Victory March works best with the least amount of parts, you know, available. So when you have 1 singular part left, so whether it be the head or the torso, everything else is blacked out, everything else is destroyed. That's when you want to use Victory March. And Thriving Plague is when you're attacking the most amount of parts possible, so all 7 parts, but it doesn't matter if there's armor or not. So this is another good one as well. But we need to start thinking about a 5th deck, and unfortunately we don't have a lot of cards left over, so I am getting a little worried to see what are we actually gonna go ahead and do. We're gonna have to start using some weird cards in these decks. You know, I may have to go back to like a Soulfire, maybe Grasping, I don't know. I'm gonna have to use some of these cards that I don't normally use, and as you can see, they're quite under leveled compared to you know, my Totem 24, 28, 21, 17, you know what I mean? They're quite under leveled compared to the rest of my cards, so I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing. But if you guys are getting close to a tier 4 raid, let me know what you're thinking of doing for a 5th deck, because I'm a little stumped here. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do here. I think it is still a little ways away before we get into the tier 4 raids, but just something to go and think about. I think it's you know, awesome that, you know, they're adding more you know, attacks. I think it's great. But if we go and do a Victory March upgrade here for 1800 dust, Victory March is now level 22. That is really all I wanted to do. We're getting close to another Purifying Blast upgrade, and we're just over halfway for Totem, so that's really good there. But let's go ahead and hop over to the Abyssal tournament. So as you guys can see, we're currently in 10th place, and we need to get to 9th, because as you guys know, the rankings go 10 to 19 and 9 to 5. So we need to at least get in 9th place here. There is just under 2 hours remaining, and like I said, I'm not going to be playing really any more past this. I'll probably play for another 5-10 minutes after I finish my video, but basically what I'm saying is from now on is where we're kind of going to be sitting in terms of, you know, levels. I do think we still have all of our perks activated, which is absolutely perfect for another, you know, hour and 50 minutes, which is great. So it lasts the entire time. And as you guys can see, this is just amazing. Having triple Adrenaline Rush, triple Make It Rain, and triple Doom. Oh my goodness, does it make getting to max stage just an absolute breeze? Look at this. I'm not even doing anything. Don't have any perks activated. I don't have, or sorry, I don't have any skills activated. I don't have my clanmate activated. I don't have any of that stuff. And we're just absolutely flying through these stages. But I kind of want to go through what I've done and how much time I've played, because I am only at 7,953 max stage. I'm not at a very high max stage here, but yet I have only played for just over an hour and a half. I think I'm doing pretty good. You know, 10th place rewards. I don't want to strictly focus on max stage. I mean, look at these guys. There's guys at 62,000 max stage here, but for the amount of time that I've played, I think I got in a really good tournament here, specifically for, you know, the amount of people that are actually going really try hard here, or, you know, putting a lot of time into it, because like I said, I put in about an hour and a half, and I'm hoping to get 9th place rewards here. So that is awesome. But we are a little ways away from that. If we take a look at our relics, I do have to go and do a couple runs here to go ahead and get those up. So maybe I will go ahead and try to play a little bit more after I'm done recording, just to try to give me as much of an advantage as I possibly can, or get as close to beating the guy that's in 9th place as I possibly can. Take a look at our build. This is what we're currently rocking with. Only 251 skill points. We're just doing a clanship build. I haven't even got into multicast yet. I wanted to start doing that, but I felt like I just didn't really have enough skill points to really get into it. And you know, because we don't have a ton of diamonds in this one, I don't think it was really, oh, we don't have our equipment pieces even activated as well. Let's just do mage, boss, sword. We'll just activate all of those for right now, but we don't have a ton of crafting shards or anything like that either. So I feel like, you know, crafting Forsaken Battle Mage is something that may not be the best. I think if I would have put a lot more time into it, you know, harvest a lot more equipment pieces and sold them for diamonds, maybe this could have been doable, you know, getting Forsaken Battle Mage plus, you know, getting multicast up a little bit. But I feel like we're using a lot of skill points and using a lot of crafting shards that we necessarily didn't have. But obviously for every Abyssal tournament, you want to go ahead and craft Immaculate Airbitter, as well as I like to go ahead and craft Noble Fencer, just to make sure that lots of times I'll hesitate now, or I'm like, I don't really feel like doing a run yet. It takes me too long to get to my max stage. This is just, you know, Noble Fencer is just something that you always go ahead and do. Basically, no matter what Abyssal tournament you're in, I would say Noble Fencer and Immaculate Airbit are always ones that you want to go ahead and craft for sure. But yeah, so I feel like we're doing pretty good in this Abyssal tournament. Let me know how you guys are doing in yours. Hopefully, like I said, we can get 9th place rewards here. That was my goal from the beginning, but I honestly thought I'd have to play a lot longer to go ahead and get that. But really glad that the, you know, with the I guess time that I joined in, or you know, the tournament that I got in, for the amount of time that I've had to play, I think I've done really good. You know, I don't normally get this, you know, normally it takes me a lot more time to play to get these rewards. You know, 5th to 9th place is still some pretty good rewards. Obviously it just keeps getting better and better obviously when you go up, but 5 to 9 is really good rewards. Obviously, again, it jumps up a lot here, but I mean, going from 9th place to 4th place can, you know, is often quite difficult. As you can see, 9th place is at 8,000 max stage. If I want to get to 4th, I have to be above 29,800. If I want to be above 3rd, I have to be above 41,600. Like, this is a huge jump for the amount of, you know, extra rewards I'm getting compared to, you know, 9 to 5th place rewards. It's just not worth it whatsoever. So this is why I find the sweet spot normally is here, or, you know, if you get a really competitive tournament, this is always really good rewards as well. For normally the amount of time you have to put in to get, you know, 19th to 10th place isn't typically that much. But it's still really good rewards, to be honest with you. Really happy with it, considering, like I said, I put an hour and a half in. Really happy with this so far, and we are getting close to going and passing him. Hopefully he doesn't play for the rest of it, and I don't even know, maybe 8th place is really close as well. We can go and pass 8th and kind of really secure our, you know, our 5th to 9th place rewards. But guys, with that being said, I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, be sure to go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe so you guys don't miss any more daily content. And I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.